How you doing, everybody? Today is January 4th, 2016. Happy New Year. Doing a video based on the current elections. We have Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, who appear to be the only two plausible outcomes for our nation. Donald Trump is leading considerably in all the polls. Hillary Clinton, she's on and off. I don't know. I see her sometimes I don't. But I like Donald Trump. He has his favorite book is the Bible, and see, I have my Bible, and I hope you guys have yours. If you're a Christian and you don't have your sword with you, then you should go get one. But I want to show you something about what leaders, what earthly leaders like kings, what are they like, and how is God as a king, and how is he as a leader, and the warnings that God has against earthly leadership, earthly systems. So, just gonna get off. I do want to say that I do like right now Donald Trump. I think there are some good presidents and there are some bad ones. Donald Trump seems to have a lot of experience in business, and we, as far as financial, and we are lacking in that department as a country right now. We have a lot of deficit. We need to start getting some positive cash flow. But now let's go to scriptures. I think this is a very important scripture. It's going to help us grow as a family, as disciples. And here Israel is requesting a king. Now Samuel was he was appointed a judge over Israel, and judges basically, they were like kings. They basically it says judges pretty much told the people what they had to do and what they couldn't do and how to run things. And God spoke through Samuel here, and Samuel told the people what needed to be done. And after a while, Samuel had to appoint another person on his behalf. And it gets judges. Different judges were appointed at different times. But here says that this is 1 Samuel chapter 8. It says, Samuel grew old and he appointed his sons to be judges. Now it says his sons were not like him. They were greedy. They were greedy for money. So the people, very important, they perverted justice. That's what, a lot of countries do, like America. America perverts justice. They don't uphold justice. You have to, as a Christian, as a man of God, you have to uphold justice. God doesn't like injustice. So now the people, they're like, they're telling Samuel, listen, we need somebody. And then he goes here, says, we're in verse 4. Notice how I wrote here, the people want direction. And then it says, God steps down as king. It says here, he said, they all met at a place called Ramah. And they spoke with Samuel. They told him, your sons are not like you. They're a little bit, they're greedy, they're unjust. And then they said, we want a king. Says, Samuel was displeased with their request, so he went to the Lord for guidance. He said, they said, give us a king. Then it says, it says here that the Lord told Samuel, he says, they're rejecting me, so don't worry about it. He says they don't want me to be their king, so give them their own king. So what I find most amazing about this is God steps down. God didn't force himself upon the people. He just stepped down. I was like, wow, this is shocking, man. What king would step down? What even today? Look at Obama. I mean, Obama should be like, I should step down because, people are not satisfied with me. Whoever is king, people are not. Look at the polls and the approval for the president. It went dramatically down. People don't like you. Just step down and do everybody a favor. God did it. God steps down. But that was, I commend God. It's amazing. I love God for that, and God is a very humble being. And so basically, this is what we got now. We have oppressive governments everywhere, not just the U.S., China, all in Europe, Africa, Canada. Government is oppressive. Then it says, the king is going to take your sons. He's going to throw them into the army. Look at verse 12. Your sons, your daughters are going to be forced to be in the army like they are now. It says all throughout this is what I want you to get from this. Everyone is forced. You're forced to plow. You're forced to cook. Here it says a tenth, but it's worse now. Anybody who works, you can tell me how much they take from your taxes. It says a tenth of this, a tenth of that. And then God says, you're going to beg for relief. The beast, which is the government system, is endless. The stomach is endless. Like, they tax the crap out of people, man. They oppress you. They keep raising your taxes, and then your wages stay about the same. They draft you into the war. They draft you into the army. They force you to do things you don't want to do. Little by little, they want to take your rights away. And then God says you're going to beg for relief. The whole reason we're here now in the first place, and the whole reason why we're going through what we're going through, is because the government is corrupt. The government wants to oppress us. The system wants to oppress us. It wants to depopulate us. Wants to destroy us. Wants to enslave you. They don't know what they want. They want to kill you. They want to enslave you. They want to, depopulate you. They want to just have you as a zombie robot. God didn't do that. Look at God's quality. He steps down from kingship. This whole life is about realizing that we need God. We need God to step up again and be our king. Look at all this chapter here. From chapter 10 all the way to the end of 18, from verse 10 to verse 18, and mind you, this is chapter 8. This is just a fraction. All that is oppressive. All the oppression that we've been going through in life, and it just has multiplied since that time. So, although I do think Donald Trump is going to do a good job, because he is he wants to take us in the right direction. He's still susceptible to corruption and a lot of other things. He can't. We've gone so far that he can't undo that. It would take like 20 or 30 years in office for anybody to undo all the damage. I'm thankful that he may suppress some of it, and he may, because his desire is to fix the economy. His desire is to do godly things, and he may suppress it for a while. He may stop the bleeding for a little bit, but at the end of the day, you have multiple people involved in this beast system, and their whole goal is to destroy America and to oppress people. See, this whole beast system right here that God's talking about is to oppress you. And they've been doing this for so long and for so many years. They're good at it. You can elect a president in there, but there's only so much he can do. There's only so much Trump can do. We need to, as Christians, help him. We need to pray. We need to, whenever we see injustice, we need to correct the situation. That's how we make the changes. And we need God. We need the Lord to be our king again. That's it. We gotta let Jesus be the king of our lives. Look how humble he is. He steps down. See? God steps down as a king. He says, "For it is me they are rejecting, not you. They don't want me to be their king any longer." He says, ever since I brought them out of Egypt, they have continually abandoned me and follow other gods. Alright guys, I hope you are blessed by this video.